Hello everyone. So I just want to do a quick video on the fact that PubMed takes your search, tries to translate it in order to help you out, and what that means to you, and also how you can see those details of what it's doing behind the scenes. So anytime you run the search in PubMed, so here I've done a very simple search about running. So when I did this, I was specifically thinking of the sport. To see how PubMed is translating this, what you need to do is take a look on the right-hand side of your screen and scroll down, and you should see, after I scroll past all this stuff here, a box that says Search Details. So here I can see that PubMed is taking the word running and trying to look for it in all the fields of the record. So that includes the title, the authors, the abstract, the journal is published in, and so on. And it has also been smart, and it's mapped it to the running mesh term. So it's actually mapped to the subject heading running for me. So in another example of how this can be helpful, so say I am interested in cancer. What it's going to do, if we look at the search details, is it'll be smart enough to map that to a mesh term that doesn't match up to the word cancer, but it means the same thing. So it's mapping it to the neoplasms mesh term for us. It's looking for neoplasms in all fields, and then it's looking for cancer. So most of the time, this is a good thing. You can run into complications, though. So if you ever do a search and your search results look kind of wacky, you might want to check the search details just to make sure it's mapped it to the right mesh terms. Sometimes it makes mistakes there. It's usually pretty good. Another thing you want to keep in mind is if you use truncation, this may not work how you think it would. So say again, still interested in running, and I decide I want to look for the word run or any variants of that word, so running, runners, and so on. So I'm going to type RUNN and then use my wildcard asterisk to serve as any letter or any string of letters. So that sounds like a pretty sensible search. In theory, it would get back more results than just typing in running. But in reality, that may not be true, and I'll show you why. So I run my search, and now I take a look at the search details. And there's a lot going on here, so if you click on See More, we can see this in a bigger screen. So you can see it's taken the word run and mapped it to all the fields, which is great. But it's taken my RUNN term, and it's finding all these variations, which is good. That's what I wanted it to do, and mapping them to all fields. But it's not automatically mapping to the mesh term. So in this case, in this particular search, that's okay because the mesh term for running is running. So that's one of the fields it's searching, so that's a-okay. But if for some reason we truncated cancer or a term like that, it would not map that term to neoplasms anymore because it's kind of stupid. It's just going to look for the variants of that word in all fields, but that automatic term mapping, as you can see here, isn't coming into play. You never see running with the mesh tag attached. So keep that in mind. So truncation in PubMed doesn't always have the effect on the search numbers you expect it to, because in theory that should always make your search results rise. In practice, that may not happen. You may get the same number of results. It may even drop. So I use truncation as another tool in my box of handy search tools, but definitely try that. But also try just doing a very simple search without truncation and see how it affects things. Hope that helps. Always keep in mind that you can view those search details if you want to. And it's really handy when you're doing a systematic review because you can just copy those search details and report out exactly how you did your search. Bye for now, and good luck with all your searching.